Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome, man, and welcome back, man. We got another one for y'all today. Happy Monday for y'all out there, man. I hope y'all had a great weekend, man. Look, my weekend was awesome. I spent it with the fam. We went out, did a little bit of hiking, slightly in the rain. Not too much, but, you know, gotta get out and gotta be physically active sometime, you know what I mean? So hope y'all were able to enjoy your weekend. I know here it's been kind of rainy, but hey, we made the most of it. So appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Anyways, we got us a good video, man. When heroes get arrested by dumb cops. Like, this just keeps going on and going on and going on and going on. I mean, it's crazy. How did these officers even get hired onto the job? Like, I don't comprehend. Like, do you have to have a 0 IQ to be able to be an officer? Because where I'm at, in order to be an officer, they want you to have an 800 credit score. I'm not even lying. Like, legitimately, where I live at, in this little small town, they literally want you to have a 800 credit score. Because they feel like if you got an 800 credit score, you ain't gonna take no bribes from nobody. Don't ask me. I don't know. Me personally, I feel like this. If the bribe's good, a person's gonna take it regardless whether or not they got a great credit score, okay credit score, or a no credit score. So I don't know. But anyways, like I said, welcome to the channel. Appreciate y'all for showing y'all support to the channel, man. Hit that like button down there. I promise you it only takes you like 0.0000 like 3 seconds. Depends on how fast you are. I don't know. But anyways, let's continue to build this channel. Let's go ahead, rack up the subscribers, them likes, and let's get to it, man. Anyways, these officers are crazy. Like, how do you arrest a hometown hero or a hometown hero? How do you arrest a hero? I mean, it's crazy.
Back of a police cruiser. How'd he end up in handcuffs? He says he was just doing his job.
We're done, sir. I had it. Hey, check that out. I stopped to help somebody who's been shot. I'm getting arrested.
Usually, heroes get rewarded for what they do.
Really?
But sadly, these heroes get arrested by the police instead, and the reasons why are insane. Here are some instances where heroes ended up in jail, starting with this hero who tried to save the victim of a fatal shooting.
Thank you for teaching me not to be helpful, you fat.
On October 9th, 2020, Joseph Garces, a retired firefighter, was driving his Jeep in Santa Paula, California, when he spotted a shooting victim named Samir Salgado lying in the parking lot in a pool of blood. Without hesitation, Garces got out of his car and started doing CPR to the victim. Soon after, police officers from the Santa Paula Police Department came to the scene.
Don't go to the car. Don't go to that car. Stay over here. Stay over here. Stay over here. Come over here. That's your car?
That's my car. I was driving by. I saw it. I'm a retired firefighter.
Okay.
I'm not a part of this.
We don't know anything about that. We see a gun in the car. You're not going there. Do you have your ID?
It's in the car.
What's your name?
Joe Garces.
Joe Garces, you gotta relax, okay? We know you're helping us out.
Wait, but you guys aren't listening either. That's part of the problem. Yeah.
So I said we appreciate your being involved. Okay. We're just running.
That's his knife. I took it out of his pocket to cut his shirt off.
And that's your vehicle.
Yeah, I was driving north. I saw the lady. They were looking this way, and I saw him down, and I thought it was beer or something. Spun around and came in, saw the blood. She said they were calling 911. I screamed, has he been shot? She said, yeah, as I was pulling in.
Okay.
Saw the gunshot wound to the side of his face. I did a quick check, found the gun in his waistband, rendered it useless, stuck it inside my car, grabbed his knife, cut off his shirt, and then you guys started showing up.
Okay. Did you see anybody running, anybody leaving the area, anything?
Not a thing.
Garces gave his witness testimony to the officer, which was a polite and respectful interaction. However, things took a turn for the worse when Detective Rivera from the Santa Paula Police arrived and began to adopt a condescending attitude.
How did this dude make detective? I mean, this officer right here was pretty chilled, but how did the other guy make detective?
Get this guy out of here. Sir, he's a witness.
What the?
Relax, okay? We appreciate it.
Huh?
I got a crime scene, sir. I'm a detective.
Yeah, and I'm here helping him. Just step the off. Okay? If you're a good detective, you wouldn't be yelling at me right now. You'd be taking care of your job.
Over here.
You. I can't get the out of here.
Get out of my crime scene. Get out of my crime scene.
What are you gonna do to me?
Get out of my crime scene. I'm gonna make you next time. Get out of my crime scene.
Come with me, Mr. Garces. Mr. Garces.
That's my.
Come with me, Mr. Garces.
Dang, that detective has a power trip, man. What? Like, he didn't even say nothing to him, and the detective just started jumping onto his case for no reason.
No wonder people don't give you.
Sorry, y'all, for pausing the
benefit
video.
of doubt. And I worked with you, 27 years. When do I get my car back then? Hey, thank you for teaching me not to be helpful, you fat piece.
Exactly.
Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. I don't know who you're.
Oh yeah, so now you're gonna come over with me, huh? You're doing a really good job right now, aren't you?
I need you to back up.
You need to calm him.
I need you to back up.
Come here.
No.
I got him. Come here.
No,
You need
get
to
your hands off.
take it down a notch.
You can take
it
down
down a notch.
Somebody here's not
Take it
controlling themselves
down.
into you.
Take a deep breath.
Don't be a hypocrite.
I've taken a deep breath. It's your turn now.
Yeah, don't be a
You
hypocrite.
want to talk like adults? I'll let you go. You
Okay,
want to talk
did
like
you
adults?
start talking to me like an adult?
Do you understand how I need to
Do
do
you
my
see
job?
what you're doing wrong?
If you know how to do this job and you have a badge, then you would understand. Now, do you want to
It's
go
so
for 148 if you
good.
have a badge?
It's so
Do you
good
have
of
a badge?
Yes,
Are you
I do.
retired?
Yes.
Do you want to go for 148 for being in a crime scene? Just because sergeants on patrol don't know how to do their job, and you were a
You're
cop
saying
at
your
one time-
sergeant doesn't know how to do his job?
Take him. Turn him around. Where's your badge at?
In my Jeep, like I keep saying, but you won't listen.
We're adding your Jeep.
Hey, you will see it when you
Do
look
you
at the
want
front
your
of the
car?
Jeep.
Do you want me to have to write a search warrant and keep it, or do you want to keep your car? Do you want to get home as soon as possible?
I'm not talking anymore.
Okay. Sink him in this car right here.
64. What's your first name?
Joe.
Joe.
Hey, check that out. I stopped to help somebody been shot. I'm getting arrested.
Garces was detained in the back of the police
That's
car
crazy.
for nearly 15 minutes before the detective finally released him. As a result of this incident, Garces got a dislocated shoulder and a torn labrum, injuries that needed surgical intervention to fix. Afterwards, Garces took legal action against Detective Rivera and the city of Santa Paula, of which they ended up reaching a settlement out of court. Even though Garces got monetary compensation, he would be hesitant to help someone again in the future. However, things turned out even worse for the next hero.
That's crazy, Chad. We're going to pause it right here real quick. That's crazy, Chad. This retired firefighter tried to help somebody else that got shot, and they take him to, well, they arrested him and detained him and put him in the back of this police car. Like, the detective really needs to go back to school, training, whatever it is that they do to train the detectives. They need to retrain them, because obviously this detective, like, the officer was getting his statement of what happened, and the detective just comes in and just like, get off my crime scene,
Who would end up regretting his brave actions forever.
The guy who pulls the gun isn't the one who goes to jail that night. You go to jail.
Exactly.
On June 27th, 2023, Army veteran Matt Solon and Michael Loudermilk, the son of a Georgia congressman.
Loudermilk. I'm sorry, G.
were out with their girlfriends in a bar's parking lot when a man named Dwight Cooper threatened them with a gun.
Loud.
Matt swiftly disarmed and subdued Cooper, forcing him to the ground. He then called 911 after taking the gun away from him.
Someone pulled a gun on me. This guy asked for a cigarette. We told him he doesn't have a cigarette. He's drunk, and he pulled a gun out on us. So I disarmed him.
Who has the gun?
I have the gun. It's disarmed. It has hollow points in it. It's a Glock.
I want you to stand there, and I want you to put that gun on the ground, okay? Do not have it in your hand when they pull up.
Okay, it's on the ground.
Okay, tell them the gun's here and point to the ground, but keep your hands to where they can see them.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Where did that come from? It came from him bleeding from the head. The guy bleeding from the head? Yes, sir.
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Okay, do you think people ever lie to the police? Is it possible?
Of course they lie.
Yep, me too. That's my job.
I was in the military for 6 years. I think I know that.
Congratulations,
I was
sir.
in Afghanistan. I know exactly what danger is. If I'm not armed, you want to test me or frisk me or whatever?
You're fine. Just don't move, and there's nothing issue with that. Don't go reaching in your pocket, man. You just
Good way to get thrown on the ground. Don't be stupid.
I understand completely. You're not exactly being cooperative either.
What?
I'm putting him in my car.
Oh, he got mad because he didn't like him telling him
I
that.
don't know what's going on. We're trying to detain you to figure out what's going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but did I do something wrong? Did I do something wrong or no? I mean, you guys wouldn't even be out here if I didn't call you.
Look at it this way, man. Anytime we show up on a call, we have to do what we can for safety reasons until we can safely ask everybody questions. We got one guy with a gun, one guy bleeding, so we detain, and we wait till everything calms down, then we start asking questions and kind of figure out what happens in the scenario, just so you know why you're sitting back here.
No, I have no idea why I'm sitting back here. It doesn't explain anything.
Matt, step out now.
Yes, sir.
I had
it under control, I feel like.
You had what under control?
The whole situation. I had him on the ground. I'm taking care of until the ambulance. I had it disarmed. And what else did you guys do?
All I'm told is that you're the last one to have the gun. You started touching your pockets and everything. I asked you not to, and you're like, hey, I'm the hero, or whatever you were saying.
Okay, sorry, sir. I see your perspective.
Matt got arrested and was later charged with felony possession of a firearm.
What?
Later, both the police chief and Matt spoke to the media and explained what happened that day and the unjust reasons behind his wrongful arrest.
In your view, is Matt Solon a hero?
During his initial response, that yes, I agree with that comment. I think when the second act was taken, that's where the lines crossed, where he protected himself and the people he was with, and I commend him for that. Then part two is where he took action beyond that, and that's where he did cross the line.
Did that appear to be punitive rather than defensive?
Yes, that's what I saw.
But Matt told a different story.
Wait. I'm confused, Chad. Wait, was he taking Matt's side? Was he taking this guy's side, or was he like giving him props, but also taking it away from him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? Hold on, I gotta replay that, Chad. I need to re-see that. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry, I'm slow a little bit.
Your view, is Matt Solon a hero?
During his initial response, that yes, I agree with that.
So he agreed on there.
Think when the second act was taken, that's where the lines crossed.
Okay, Chad. All right, I'm sorry. I'm slow a little bit, so I had to kind of replay it a little bit. So basically what he's saying is he's giving him his props for being a good Samaritan, standing up and protecting everybody, but then he's also taking that away from him, taking that hero stamp away from him, that stamp of approval, because he disarmed the man, put him on the ground, and saved everybody from a possible mass shooting that could have happened. I mean, I'm confused, Chad.
Where he protected himself and the people he was with, and I commend him for that. Then part two is where he took action beyond that, and that's where he did cross the line.
Did that appear to be punitive rather than defensive?
Yes, that's what I saw.
But Matt told a different story.
I asked over and over and over again, what am I being arrested for? And Officer O'Brien said, he has rights too.
The gunman
has rights too. He was restrained and you hit him while he was restrained, and that's why you're going to jail. And I was like, he's never been restrained. He's not restrained.
How long were you in jail?
Bro.
35 hours.
The guy who pulls the gun isn't the one who goes to jail that night. You go to jail.
Exactly.
He isn't arrested till the next month.
No, and he's giving his gun back. They're going to see this when they run my plate, that I've been arrested before.
For a gun-related charge.
For a gun-related charge, right. And they're going to think in their head, oh, this guy just had a good lawyer. He got off it.
Wow.
The district attorney dropped all charges against Matt Solon, saying he acted in self-defense.
They should
However,
have.
by then, the damage had already been done. If you are enjoying the video so far, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe.
Please hit that like button,
in this
please.
Case, the officers' actions messed up Matt's record forever, but what they did is nothing compared to what the next officers did. On February 4th, 2014,
these officers are
something
wild.
Unbelievable happened. A CHP highway patrol officer arrested Chula Vista firefighter Jacob Gregoire. The Chula Vista firefighters were providing medical aid to victims of a rollover car accident while using their fire trucks to block the road to keep everyone safe when an officer told them to move their trucks, warning them if they didn't, they'd get arrested. Jacob chose to stay, insisting he had a responsibility to the victim and couldn't just leave them.
Okay, I don't have time for assault zone. This is ridiculous. CHP is arresting Engineer Gregoire for where he spotted the fire engine.
What?
We asked you to clear the road and you said no, and you'll get arrested for moving it. We're in the middle of patient care with patients on the freeway. They're putting him in handcuffs at this time and walking him away.
The chief of the Chula Vista firefighters backed up his colleague's choice, saying that putting the victim's life first was crucial. Jacob was released 30 minutes later. He showed great bravery by putting the victim's life first, But in the next case, another hero.
Don't the police sometimes block the road off too when they're at a scene? I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen times. Matter of fact, I'm 100% sure I've seen times, a lot of times, where police officers block. Matter of fact, the other day, the police officers blocked off the main road over here where I live at and everything because there was some dumbass with pulling the RV. Oh my God, this dude RV somehow took out the whole power lines and everything. And so the police was blocking the road to make sure, the main road to make sure people didn't keep crossing to get hurt. So how was that any different?
Faced serious consequences for doing a similar act of bravery.
We're in the middle of patient care with patients on the freeway. They're putting him in handcuffs at this time and walking him away.
The chief of the Chula Vista firefighters backed up his colleague's choice, saying that putting the victim's life first was crucial. Jacob was released 30 minutes later. He showed great bravery by putting the victim's life first.
Yeah,
but in the next case,
W firefighters, W
firefighter, for doing a similar act of bravery.
We're done. No, we're done, sir. Hey, we're done, sir. I had
On July 26, 2017, police officers from the Salt Lake City Police Department went to the University of Utah Hospital to take a blood sample from a victim who was involved in an accident after a vehicle pursued by the police during a car chase collided with his vehicle, causing it to explode. This resulted in several injuries and burns, leaving the victim in a coma. When the officers got there, the nurse in charge, Alex Wubbles, stopped them from taking a blood sample, and the ensuing interaction quickly descended into chaos.
So I printed this off. That's what I was told to print off. And Brad, I'm just putting on speaker so you can. So I have this. It says obtaining blood samples for police enforcement from patients suspected to be under the influence. Okay, this was something that you guys agreed to with this hospital. The three things that allow us to do that are if you have an electronic warrant, patient consent, or patient under arrest. And neither of those things, the patient can't consent. He told me repeatedly that he doesn't have a warrant, and the patient is not under arrest. So I'm just trying to do what I'm supposed to do. That's all. So.
Okay, so I take it without those in place, I'm not going to get blood. Am I fair to surmise that?
The nurse stopped the officers from getting a blood sample from the unconscious patient, citing it was against hospital policy and legal regulations. It was unsurprising that the officers failed to meet the necessary requirements. Their motive for seeking the blood sample was questionable. They sought to determine if the victim had consumed any drugs or alcohol, potentially to justify the car crash, as police regulations strongly discourage high-speed chases on busy traffic to avoid endangering civilian lives.
I did a video on that one.
A protocol the officers seem to have neglected, resulting in the crash.
I don't know. I have no idea why he's playing.
I just want to let you know, before we go any further so y'all don't get any misconceptions, I did a video on this exact police chase right here. If you go back into my last lives, you'll see it. I mean, obviously it's going to have the thumbnail of the car driving down the interstate with the police and stuff. So, I mean, like I said, this guy was safe. He did do a lot of stupid stuff, but he did not get hurt. Just want to let y'all know that.
Regulations strongly discourage high-speed chases on busy traffic to avoid endangering civilian lives. A protocol the officers seem to have neglected, resulting in the crash.
I don't know. I have no idea why he's playing.
What?
I'm just
So the officers are the reason why he crashed?
She's the one that has told me no. Yeah, but sir, you're making a huge mistake right now. You're making a huge mistake because you're threatening to hurt him.
Frustrated about not having his way, the officer did something really shocking.
Oh, please. No, we're done. No, we're done. You're arrested. Hey, we're done, sir. I had it.
What? No!
Seriously. Hey. Then walk.
Detective Jeff Payne, who was later identified as the officer in question,
that's why she's
forcefully
hurting.
grabbed the nurse, slamming her against the wall and handcuffing her simply because she chose to follow the law and protect her patient's rights. Soon after, Detective Payne's boss, Lieutenant James Tracy, came to the scene and began to pressure and manipulate the nurse into complying with their demands to give them the blood sample.
Okay. The problem is this. Okay? You're telling me what your policy is. appreciate that you have a policy. No, I know.
No, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm being told what to do and what I've been told.
And what I'm trying to tell you is, we wanted blood from this guy. Now, I have talked to people, and there's probably a much better solution that we could have come to, okay? But, all we had to do was the blood, okay? And my point is, there are civil, if we're breaking the law, if we're doing wrong, okay?
Just listen to him.
Listen to me. If we're doing wrong, there are civil remedies, okay? If we took this blood illegally, it all goes away, all right?
No,
So
it don't.
there's civil remedies.
The blood just doesn't disappear.
What I'm telling you is, we are not making this, okay? I've done this for 22 plus years. I know what the law is when it comes to search and seizure, all right? And what you have done, because your bosses are telling you to, has been to prevent this officer who was called out to do a job to do his job. That's obstructing justice, okay?
These two officers clearly have serious ego issues. The nurse was eventually released and later agreed to a $500,000 settlement with Salt Lake City and the University of Utah over the incident. Detective Jeff Payne was subsequently terminated from his position, and Lieutenant Tracy was demoted 2 ranks below to the role of a patrol officer after internal investigations conducted by the Salt Lake Police Department. If you like watching true crime videos like this one, make sure you're subscribed to see more.
There you have it, chat. Cops back at it again, but only this time they were arresting heroes. Anyways, let me know your comments in the chat, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about the situation, how y'all would have reacted in the situation. Maybe y'all would have did things differently if you was the cops or, let's say, the victim. Let me know. I'm curious to know what y'all would have did in this situation. And let me know what y'all thoughts are on the officers, how they reacted to these situations. I'm pretty sure all of them overreacted, but let me know what y'all think. What y'all think. I can't even talk. What y'all thoughts are in the description down there too. Also, in the description, I've posted the link. A lot of y'all been saying that I've been not posting the links into the for the video in the description. I do apologize for that. I promise you it wasn't intentional. I was so excited to get these videos out to y'all, I forget. But I did post a link to this original video in the description down below. So if you go down there, you will see it. I put link to original video above it. You might have to paste and copy it to be able to see it. I'm not entirely sure, but I did put the link down there. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and please make sure y'all subscribe to their channel too. Look. Court and Crime Chronicles. This is who I got the video from. Shout out to Court and Crime Chronicles. Thank y'all for allowing me to use your video to react to. Really greatly appreciate it. Anyways, alright, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe so you can stay up to date. Hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and you don't miss it. Because we got a lot of great content still to come, and we're just building up this community. We got love. We need to just spread the love. Everybody needs love. And like I said, man, let's just stop being such asses to each other and let's just live our lives. You know what I mean? Each one love one. We all got to do that. All right.